Hey guys, it's Woody the Unexceptional Gamer, and this is the latest in Dissecting the Greats, a series where I look at outstanding players and figure out what makes them tick. Today I bring you Ronaldinho, a charming young man with six-pack abs, a 12-kill death ratio, and a tiny penis. So I'll pause it here for a second. I saw a couple Ronaldinho Summit gameplays, and he rocks the same opening first route every single time. He gets on his horse, he sprints right to this spot, and he goes for first blood. Sometimes he does it with a pre-nade, sometimes he does it with his gun, but this is always the result. There it is, first blood, baby. And then after that, he ran this. This is the ending of his opening route. And I had to wonder why he went through this way. I think it's just because it's a little less expected. Because, rather than go through that door on the side, the way that everyone else comes and have that fair fight, he's able to jump in the window and get what he wants. Alright, so let's back that section up and take another look. So he surprises this first guy, gets a gunfight on his terms. The second one was kind of a fair fight, but he drop shots him. And then this guy, again, element of surprise, popping out. So there's more than one way to control the engagement. One way is to use cover. Try to give them a smaller target to shoot at than you have. That's what Sandy Ravage does a lot. Ronaldinho's use all sorts of things. And another one is the element of surprise. If you can flank them, if you can be shooting them from the side, or even straight on, if you're the guy who knows about the gunfight first because you initiated it, then you get that win. And that's what just happened there. And then his very next move was to jump out the window, which is an important thing here, right? He's just killed 2 or 3 guys in the same spot. Half the team knows that he's there, and he's using an unsilenced gun. In a situation like that, your next move is to get the heck out. Alright, so check out this next sequence coming up. He jumps out, he gets a kill, ho-hum, nothing big there, but shoots him in the back, which is kind of nice. And then there it is, 1 kill, and there's another guy there. What's notable to me here isn't what he just did, it's what he didn't do. What he didn't do is say, oh, there's 2 of them, I'll go for the 2-piece. What he didn't do is say, oh, I'll come back for the second guy directly. Instead, he goes back in the building, takes some cover, and he goes after it in a much smarter way. Now, in this case, all he gets is the assist, but that's a whole lot better than the death. The death that he would have had with the other guy who had the advantage on him because he just saw him kill his friend. So now he earns his SR, but he doesn't call it right away because there's already a UAV that seems to be doing work. Look at the engagements he's getting into here. He's already behind barrels. He has these lines of sight. People can barely get a shot on him as a target because he's a small profile. And this is how Ron plays. He sits there and works these small profile engagements, or engagements like that one where he has the jump on the guy because he knows about it first. Alright, I'm going to speed up this little section right here because I didn't find a whole lot to learn about it. He's just working the platform, getting his cutoffs, doing his thing. But then when he goes back inside, watch this gunfight coming up. So he knows there are bad guys here, and he sort of halo jump drop shots 2 of them. And I'll admit that my instinct at this point right here was to come back and get the third. Slide right in, maybe as you pre-fire, and get the third guy. Which isn't a horrible option, but what Ron does is a whole lot better. See? Look at this guy. Look at him sitting there aiming down sights, waiting for what my move would have been. Now, could I have won that fair gunfight? Maybe. Sometimes you win some, sometimes you lose some. But this isn't dissecting the unexceptional. This is dissecting the greats. So this is how this works out. Death from above, my friend. Death from above. Alright, so now he pops up the stairs and he gets a quick kill shooting a guy in the back. Perfect. Now watch, he's aiming down sights, he's ready for a gunfight, and he still loses. And that to me emphasizes the point that we've been making all video long, which is, you don't want fair fights. You're not looking for even term gunfights. Even though he was there ready for his gunfight, you're not going to win 11 of those in a row. And this guy's honestly a 12 KD player over here on the PS3. So yeah, even a good strong player who's ready, who's aiming down sights as he pops into the field of view is going to lose his share, and that's what happened right there. The way that you turn yourself from that 2 KD player to something else, from that 1 KD player to that something above that, isn't by reaction time. It's by winning the gunfight before it even starts, and this guy accomplishes that all game long. Coming up as another example of that, he has the SR-71 up and he sees a guy looking the other way. He finds a quick route to him and gets the kill. Now, that guy was dealing with a claymore at the same time. He was in a tough spot. But yeah, you'll notice it seems to be the other guys are always in the tough spot, not us. And that that's the way that this goes. So coming up here, you'll see his SR-71 is gone, but the UAV is up. So he goes after this guy super aggressively and it works out. But the guy's got Ghost on, and Ghost is an effective counter to the UAV. He's in a tough spot, and he gets himself a death. Now, accuracy as a statistic doesn't mean anything. Nothing. What it tells me is more about your playstyle. Do you use burst fire weapons? Are you using shotguns? Are you using snipers? Do you tend to camp a lot? That'll be a high accuracy move. Do you rarely drop shot and pre-fire? That's what accuracy tells me. It's an indicator more of your playstyle than it is of your aim. However, when you watch videos, you can see how a guy aims. When you watch videos, you do see, is he locking on target and staying there? And while he doesn't even get the kill coming up here, this little touch impressed me. This is locking on target. So yeah, he didn't get the kill, but man, that's snapping on target and staying there. I liked that shot. Sit down. All rights, royalties paid to only use me blade. These two noobs were sprinting in front of a doorway, which is almost always a bad move. I'd swear, I think that the general KDs would rise if you just never sprinted. Sprinting, I think, gets you killed more than it saves your life. It's just a slow thing here. So one last little thing to look at. Watch in a moment here as he gets shot from the side, instantly spots the indicator, puts cover in between him and the bad guy, and then finishes him off. Pretty good little scene. I can't tell if that's luck or skill. I'm going to go with luck because Ronaldinho's a dork. But good game. I hope you guys liked the video, and I'll see you next time. Now hang with me, I've got a lot of cool stuff to tell you about. If you enjoyed this video, click top right, subscribe, you'll see more from me. Awesome. Surprise video on the right, always popular. T-shirts. So you guys asked for t-shirts. I delivered. I mentioned this yesterday. Sold actually a bunch of t-shirts. So people like the designs. I think it's really cool. There'll be a link in the description to my t-shirt store. And there are free shipping this weekend. So there's a code that you can enter. That's also in the description. And I hope that you like it. Videos on the top. Rather than link to a specific video, I link to my Dissecting the Greats playlist where you can see more like this. I've dissected Sandy Ravage. Only Use Me Blade. I've dissected Hutch. Lots of guys that you know. Some guys that you don't know. And big stuff. All the videos are like this one in terms of style. And at the bottom, I talked to my boss about doing YouTube full time and leaving him. And I tell you how that went and the excitement that I have coming in my life. So yeah, really cool stuff. I hope that you guys enjoyed the video and have a nice day.